Hello, anyone and everyone, I am Echo, and today we're exploring Fallout 3. We have returned here to the place where the rebels are, and for some reason everybody looks sad or something. I don't know why. Except for Dr. Broch, because he's the coolest. And he just has nothing to say, and he's attacking me. Great, okay. What's that for? I don't know. Let me reload that. Let's,
It's good to see you again.
Amada?
I just heard what you did. It was terrible, but I guess it had to be done. What's more, some of the people are saying I should be the new overseer. It's all so sudden.
Sorry I had to end the way, but now the vault can have a real leader. That's the way these things go. Now do the right thing for your vault. It shouldn't be a surprise. I said I'd kill him, and I did. That's the way these things go.
Oh, I will, believe me. We can open up limited trade with nearby settlements and other areas, and see the world we've been missing. But it's still important that I protect our vault, and keep the people within it safe from the dangers of the wasteland. Even when those dangers have helped us in the past. And that makes the rest of this even harder.
Yeah, I did what I had to be done, and I'd do it again if necessary. I've got a bad feeling I know where this is going. I did what had to be done.
I realize that, and I don't blame you. If you hadn't been here, maybe one of us would have done the same. You saved us. But that doesn't change the fact that you killed the Overseer in cold blood to do it. And I can't let that sort of thing stand here. I'm sorry. You're a hero, and you have to leave.
That's actually bullshit. Both times the Overseer attacked me first, and I killed them in self-defense.
It's good to see you again.
Complete bullshit. You're full of shit, Amada. I should drop a grenade in this room and kill every single one of you. Especially since y'all, for some reason, attacked me just because I tried to talk to Dr. Broch. Or, Mr. Broch. Which I guess was probably a side effect of,
I'm sorry.
having to kill Officer Wilkins, because they've never done that before. And I've killed the Overseer on other playthroughs. So I guess it's a weird side effect of having killed Wilkins, yeah.
It's good to see
What about you,
again.
Butch?
It's a shame you gotta go, but you'll do okay out there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's a shame you gotta go, but you'll
If I
do
talk
okay
to
out there, I'm sure.
them now, will they still attack me? Where's Broch?
Sorry. Goodbye. We'll miss you. Goodbye.
No, I'm not talking.
We'll miss you.
Freddy.
Goodbye. We'll miss you.
Uh-huh. You?
Goodbye. We'll miss you.
What about the robot? Does he just say goodbye, we'll miss you?
Oh, back again. Here to watch the master work.
Okay, no. Bye. I'll miss you, Andy. Anyway, alright, we're out of here. Ungrateful
Sorry to see you
bastards. But an interesting thing about that line she says, where she says the line, "That's what makes this even harder," after saying she has to kick you out even though you helped them.
Good riddance. Get out.
Screw you two. Yeah, she says, you know, even though you helped us in the past, that's what makes this even harder. And then she says the line, "You're a hero," and that's why you have to leave. Or you're a hero, but you have to leave. That's actually a reference to Fallout 1. Because at the end of the game, the Overseer of the Vault basically says those couple of lines to you and kicks you out. I love that we can still hear the echo of it outside, which is actually probably a sound glitch, but I think realistically it would be loud enough that we'd be able to hear it out here. Pretty sure it's just a sound glitch, though, that the sound kept playing even though we left the area. Oh well, anyway, so hey, look at this. Oh wow, we've escaped the vault. Let's begin this game called Fallout 3. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And just... oh, let's stop bullshitting. Let's go. We gotta find the amazing Akira. I cheated. I looked up where it's at. And, why is it telling me to go to the Washington Monument? That's sort of weird. Museum Authority Building. Wait a minute, it is telling me to go to the Museum Authority Building. What the hell? What? Did Scribe Bigsley tell us it was in the Museum Authority building? And we, like, missed him actually saying it? Oh god. I feel so stupid right now. I guess we'll go around the radiation. Doesn't matter. Oh, there's no super mutants this close to the Lincoln Memorial, so we don't have to stealth to avoid them. God damn it. I went and looked up online where the thing was because I thought the quest had glitched because Scribe Bigsley wasn't telling us where they were, and I guess he did. And because I didn't have the quest markers on, I never noticed that the quest marker went to a new area. I thought the quest marker, because right here, this one is on the Museum of History, which leads to Underworld. I never noticed that there were two of them. I thought it was just the one quest marker telling us to go to the Museum of History, because that's where the ghoul, Griffin, is, who is peddling the water. I thought it was just the one quest marker leading us to him, saying that we have to, as the quest says, discover what Griffin at Underworld is doing with Alcapura, and discover the location of, and proof of Griffin's bottling operation. Because, like, this says discover the location, which implies that we haven't found the location yet, but... Alright, let's just get out this. Let's test how accurate the perforator is from back here. Still not that great. Huh. That's... Holy crap, there's a ton of rad roaches. Well, let's just take them out one by one. You've discovered Museum Authority building. Yeah. Alright. No, stop moving. Little rad roach. Please stop. And you two. And let's see, is there another one? Where's, there's another red dot, but I'm not seeing any more. I mean, in that direction, there's one, like, right there. But, these ones... There you go. And there you go. And there you go. And there you go. And there you go. Nope. And... Nope. There you go. Alright, so there's just one left alive somewhere that we can't see for some reason. That's okay, though. Alright, so that's all boarded up. Is there a different entrance, I'm assuming? Yes, looks right here. Different entrance. Cool. Oh, God. Well, hey. I guess that, like, 15 minutes I spent trying to go over all of Scribe Bigsley's dialogue options and hacking his computer and everything was a bit of a waste. I guess I'll take that. Coca-Cola, people money, cool, nice. Yum yum. I do loves me some Nuka-Cola. If it tastes anything like actual Coca-Cola, then yeah, I like it. Let's hide from him. Get behind him.
I've got better things to do.
No, you don't. You literally don't. You literally have nothing better to do. Except die. Because that's what I decided for you to do. Oh, also, one other little difference. Something that actually makes the perforator completely unique is that in V.A.T.S, each use of... like, every attack in V.A.T.S fires 2 bullets with the perforator. Whereas with the... can we shoot these lights out? No, of course not. I didn't think we could. Pretty sure I've tried that before. Anyway, yeah, every use of it in V.A.T.S, every attack fires 2 bullets. Whereas with every other assault rifle and with the infiltrator, their V.A.T.S attacks fire 3 bullets. Which is a very minor difference, but... I mean, it's worth mentioning, I think. And I guess the other guy's upstairs because we can't see him. So let's read this Museum Authority workstation. Okay. Log entry MA089. 0089, whatever. Museum Authority log, blah, blah, blah. Remmings over at the Museum of Technology is complaining again about the planetarium system malfunctioning. I've replaced the playback unit on that thing 3 times now. Seems like the system keeps crashing and trying to restart itself, then crashes again. Keeps repeating that cycle until it's completely rebooted. I suggest that we acquire a new type of system in next year's budget. The cost of replacing it now and fitting a new system is cheaper than the amount we've spent shoving in replacement parts. 88. Log corrupted. 87. Log corrupted. 86. Brantseg over at the National Archives is requesting a new brain software package for their TJ blah 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 Thomas Jefferson Protectron. The original software was wiped and replaced with a radio uplink and frequency scanning software package, which is simply receiving and broadcasting local radio stations. I suggest we encrypt the next brain package so this type of software purchase is not necessary. That's the, when we did the, I don't remember what it was called, Stealing Independence quest? I think that was the one, where we had to go and find the Declaration of Independence for the guy in Rivet City, and we found the robot that talked like Thomas Jefferson. I'm pretty sure that's what they're talking about right there, so that's pretty cool. 85. We've logged a 4th request from Dr. Gillian Taylor over at the... From Dr. Gillian Taylor over at the National Aquarium regarding a new tank she wishes to be constructed for her whale exhibition. I've already spoken to Director Barnaky, and he maintains that a new exhibit is out of the question and the current one is becoming far too expensive to maintain. Director Barnaky has already spoken to the San Francisco Aquarium, and they have agreed to begin construction of an appropriately sized tank and viewing area for Dr. Taylor's whales. He's also negotiated with that facility to have Dr. Taylor transferred, and I support this decision. Wow, dick move. And, Dr. Gillian Taylor over at the National Aquarium. National Aquarium, is that a place we can actually visit? I don't know. 84. Law corrupted. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's kind of cool. It's filling in little bits of details for other places in the Wasteland we've already visited. That's nifty. I'm not going to look in each and every one of these desks. I really don't feel like I have the time for that. More like I don't have the patience for it. I do have the time for it. I don't have the patience to be doing that. And, alright, that's the same place. And, yeah. It's not like we're gonna find anything monumentally amazing. Like, at this point in the game, we've got so much ammo and stuff that really we could feasibly not pick up another thing for the entire game, another piece of ammo or another stim pack or anything, then we probably still won't run out by the time we're actually finished with the game, because we're just so close and our character's such a high level and everything. Oh, downstairs. There is no upstairs. Okay, cool. And I guess he's down there, or, well, he could be in there just as easily. Let's check here first, then. One level at a time. Oh! Let's close that. Get over here. He's about to open the door, isn't he?
Just getting jumpy.
Can I shoot him through the thing? I think I can. Cool. Nice. He stopped right in front of the door. Right in the perfect spot. Thank you, sir. I'll just take all those for you. And, yeah, it's times like these I wish we could shoot out the lights. That always sort of frustrates me about this game, because standing in darkness is one of the best ways to stay invisible, because enemies have a really wide line of sight in the Bethesda games, and yet, like, they've got a really short perception range, so it just makes sneaking around kind of awkward, and it basically means the best way to sneak around consistently is to just, you know, set your sneak skill to 100 and, you know, wear light clothes that don't make a lot of noise and basically hope for the best. And especially once you're inside buildings like this, like in that situation, we've got a hallway to come down. We've only got this one way to enter the room. We can't choose to enter the room from other directions. you know, we have to come from this direction, and it's a narrow hallway with 2 lights in it, one at either end. So our options for, our options for staying stealthy are very limited in that situation. If he was standing in front of the door, looking through the window, as soon as we passed, like, that light, he probably would have seen us, or at the very least, once we got up to here, he definitely would have seen us. And there's nothing, it sort of, it takes skill out of the equation, I guess, to a large degree. Not entirely, but large enough. And it makes it reliant more on, like, luck and hoping enemies don't pass by when you're, sneaking along a certain area. I don't know what I'm looking up here for still. Should probably just go down here. Yeah, let's just go down here. But yeah, it sort of makes it more reliant on the skill, the stat itself, Griffin's bottling instructions. There you go. I think that's the proof we needed. And and a bit of luck that enemies don't just happen to be like standing in bad places and stuff like that. It's not like a dedicated stealth game like Batman Arkham Asylum or like Splinter Cell or Metal Gear Solid or something like that, where in those games they actually build the layout of the levels with the intention that you'll be sneaking through them, and so they give you lots of like alternate paths and ways that you can go around enemies and stuff like that, and ways you can interact with the environment, like shooting out lights, in order to increase your ability to stay hidden. And yeah. Oh well, anyway, Griffin's bottling instructions.
This is Griffin recording. All you clowns, listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of the bottling operation while I'm away doing my thing at Underworld. Here are my instructions. First off, shoot anyone who isn't me or one of you. Don't want anyone nosing around inside. When Bigsley's men arrive from Project Purity, pay them promptly, but don't let them in. Take the Aqua Pura, dump it into tubs and sinks to hold for later, then fill the empty bottles with the treated irradiated water. When you get enough bottles to make it worthwhile, make a trip over to Underworld. I'll take the new bottles and give you your cut. Oh, and leave the wigs alone. I don't want your greasy heads touching them. I mean it.
Huh. Alright, yeah, that looks like the proof we need that he's doing something shady down here. But, what will we do with it? Oh, I don't know. No, I actually don't know, because I don't know exactly what our options are. I believe we can make him give us a cut of his pay, or get him to stop doing it altogether. So, I don't know. We'll see when we go back there to talk to him. Anyway, but yeah, there's all the wigs. Wow. Large collection of wigs. I guess he needs all of them. And, Aqua Cura. Yeah, he's just literally stuffing it in here. And storing it, and... yeesh. In very large quantities. Oh, hey! We'll take all that, thanks. Those are some damn good healing items. No rads. Decent amount of, health. And they only weigh 1, which is still kind of a lot. It's more than, Oh, and yeah, that's also a glitch I heard about. Even though this is supposed to be, Aqua Cura, it's supposed to not have any rads in it. If you stand in them, you get irradiated. Which is funny. But drinking from it, as you can see, does not give any rads. So, yeah, just kind of funny. Griffin's bottling instructions. Oh, it's another one. Okay. We don't need 2. So we'll leave that right there. And anything else in here? No? Okay, that's good. That's all. Okay. But yeah, and I don't know, maybe... I actually haven't played Skyrim with a full-on stealth character, so maybe that game is better in this regard. In the regard of, how the stealth is played in the Bethesda games. But I remember it's pretty much the same in New Vegas, and I know it's even, like, worse in Fallout 4, because of the way that game's... Whoops, I went the wrong way. Because of the way that game's environments are made, it's even harder to actually sneak around enemies. Let's just go over to Museum of History, pop on over there real quick. Yeah, it's even harder to sneak around enemies in Fallout 4 because, you know, there's just straight up the levels are, you know, you're going inside buildings even more often, and the buildings are even more, like, linearly designed than here in Fallout 3. But oh well. Griffin!
Welcome back. What can I do for you?
Senior bottling operation, the jig is up.
My what now? My bottling operation? Oh, you mean where I add my secret ingredient to the Aqua Pura?
That's not Aqua Pura. If you want my silence, you will have to buy it. Quest completed already? We haven't even decided what to do with it. Alright, whatever. You'll have to buy it. Either you tell them, or I tell you, or either you tell them, or I tell them, your call. Look, I won't expose your lies, but only if you start selling real Aqua Pura. Yeah, start selling you real Aqua Pura, dude.
That's seriously gonna cut into my profits. But perhaps you're right. After all, it's not like it was gonna be a piece of cake selling the Aqua Pura to raiders and slavers. They're a nasty bunch. Fine, I'll sell them the real deal. But I'll keep the amazing Aqua Cura powder. It gives this sorry lot a little hope for the future. I hope no one notices the switcheroo. And who knows? Maybe it really will be a miraculous cure. Come back in a few days, we'll see if anyone notices.
Sure thing,
Wondering
buddy.
how it works? It's simple. Just drink one
So yeah,
bottle
that's
with
all now.
every meal,
I guess
you'll
we're
start
done.
seeing the
Hey, look at
positive
that. We
very
finished the
next
quest.
day. It's Daddy's
And,
the amazing Aqua Cura.
yeah.
Yours now.
So he's gonna start selling them real Aqua Cura, and, I believe he himself mentions that there are some potential good side effects for ghouls to drink the Aqua Cura because it's got the, it's the purified water or whatever. It's got stuff in it, I guess. And so it's possible to, did I never... This is already... Oh, yeah, it's just telling me... Okay. Yeah, I was pretty sure I had already locked... Or picked that lock, but whatever. But yeah, so maybe, hey, maybe it will help the ghouls somehow. Who knows? And, this... We still... Is there anything we can do? I feel like we sort of missed something here.
Yeah?
Dr. Burroughs... Human radiation... see you later. No, I guess not.
Tamper
Oh, well.
with that, and we're going to have a problem.
But you know what? Let's read this terminal. Let's quick save in case it gets into any trouble. Let's read this after we hack it. But it's very easy, so it shouldn't be too bad. Not too bad at all. Just do... No, that's not gonna work. Great, cool. Need to find those dud removers. That is the trick to this. The one and only trick, and the only thing that makes it tolerable for me to do. Though it still takes a long damn time. Which means I'm sure nobody enjoys watching this. Oh well. It's close to the end of the video anyway. Don't feel guilty if you turn it off here. Though who knows, we might find out some really cool lore stuff. Or maybe you could skip ahead. I don't mind. Either way, we're doing it. One way or another. Swiss built. There you go. We only got 2 words. Let's just do it. There you go. Swiss. Swiss cheese is pretty good. Not my favorite, but it's alright. It's better when you, like, put it on something that you can, like a grilled cheese sandwich with Swiss cheese. That's pretty good. Melted Swiss, yeah. Examination of the post-necrotic human. In my 7 dozen years studying the ghoul anatomy, I discover more and more evidence to support my theory on the nature of the not radiological human, or ghoul, as they are commonly called. In summary, I theorize that our unnaturally long lifespan is due to a mutation within the autonomic nervous system of certain individuals following exposure to scientific combinations of ionizing radiation with wavelengths below 10 picometers. This mutation, it seems, disrupts the normal process of decay in the neurotransmitters along the spinal cord. Nerd talk. Specifically, the transmitters affected are those responsible for cardiac and respiratory function in a healthy human. According to my studies, these transmitters are continually regenerated after mutation, carrying sufficient oxygen to sustain the life of the subject while being insufficient to retain skin elasticity and avoid necrosis. The result of which is the corpse-like appearance of post-mutation humans. It should be noted that exposure to radiation typically results in sickness following followed by death and the X factor that will lead to mutation upon exposure in lieu of the typical outcome, remains unknown to this researcher. In the coming months, I will be assembling my findings on the subject into a full study. Okay. Neurology of luminous necrotic posthuman. The brain structure of a luminous necrotic posthuman, colloquially referred to as a glowing one, indicates that the regenerative ability of the neurological systems that affords typical necrotic posthumans their longevity does not extend into the higher reasoning functions of the brain itself. The subject is further covered in report on the dissection of feral necrotic posthumans. The distinctive luminescence that is the trademark of the glowing one can be best attributed to an unusual amount of radioactive chemicals that building up in the bloodstream and muscle tissue of a typical ghoul. Upon the transformation into a feral ghoul, the neurological systems of the body cease filtering these particles from the blood and tissue, instead causing them to build a distinctive bioluminescence that is distinctive of the glowing ones. Their social structure seems to be different from that of the feral ghoul. They actively seek out others of both their strain and those afflicted with ferocious post-necrotic dystrophy, particularly those who may have been injured. Studies on the nature of their healthy healing effects on other ghouls continues with no conclusive results as of yet. And study of ferocious post-necrotic dystrophy human, whatever. The brain structure of a feral necrotic posthuman indicates that the regenerative ability of the neurological systems that affords typical necrotic posthumans their longevity does not extend into the higher reasoning functions of the brain itself. This is a condition that I refer to as ferocious post-necrotic dystrophy. As the reasoning and high-order thinking portions of the brain deteriorate, the post-human subject becomes increasingly hostile, giving into a carnal need to feed as opposed to the capacity for thinking that reasoning that a typical necrotic post-human retains. It remains unclear exactly what precipitates this change in biology and psychology, but anecdotal evidence seems to indicate that non-social ghouls or those in isolation are more prone to the condition. Okay. Oh no, I lost karma because I hacked a computer and read his files. Even though I didn't actually do anything bad. I didn't steal anything. I didn't use the computer to unlock anything. I just read your stuff. But, yeah, in here there's one interesting thing. If we had put the FEV virus into the water purifier like the Enclave wanted, or like Prison Eden wanted, or both of them, I guess, whatever. If we had done that, there would be ghouls on all these beds, super sick and dying, because the FEV would be killing them. So yeah, just something kind of interesting I wanted to point out. And though it doesn't really amount to much in this current playthrough, because we didn't do that. Oh well, anyway. So I guess the next quest we'll be going to do is going to have to be Death from Above, because I told you I'm saving the local flavor for last, though we might do a bit of exploring around the wasteland, like this area down here, or this area here, or this area here, or these areas up here. Yeah, I do want to, or these areas here. I'm not really interested in covering all the areas in the DC place itself, because they all basically look the frickin' same. But, Rock Creek Caverns. Friendship Heights. Yeah, like, a lot of them are just, like, Vault-Tec headquarters and stuff like that, which I'm not super interested in doing. Tacoma Park, though, that sounds interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'll still look at all of them, so I guess I will do the ones in DC. Hopefully they won't all be the same and boring and stuff like that. So that's actually probably what we'll do next, is probably go out exploring before I go and do Death from Above. But either way, whatever it is, it's going to be in the next episode. So I will see you all later. If you made it to the end of this, please consider leaving a comment. That'd be pretty cool of you. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.